Told you a little while ago, these leaders that they call leaders, this included Lena Horne, this included Dick Gregory, and this included comedians, comics, trumpet players, baseball players. Show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader. Show me in the white community where a singer is a white leader, or a dancer or a trumpet player is a white leader. These aren't leaders. These are puppets and clowns that have been set up over the white community and over the black community by the white community and have been made celebrities and usually say exactly what they know that the white man wants to hear.
Chief here, and I have another thought. Today, I was thinking about leadership. And not leadership of this country, because we already know that Joe Biden and Kamami, as our brother Tariq Nasheed likes to say, Kamami Harris, she ain't shit. Like, and that's also going to go into something that I was speaking about today, is how the media is saying that her approval rating has something to do with racism and white supremacy. Racism against who? Her black side or her Indian side? Oh, I thought the media, is she biracial? Is she Indian? Is she black? Oh, what's her racism? Oh, what has she done to even be approved? What has she done for us to approve of? I don't vote in polls. I don't vote, period. But I'm just saying, like, intelligent people obviously have, hit some click on those polls and actually decided that Kamala Harris ain't done a goddamn thing, so her approval rating should be in the fucking shitter. So all these fucking scumbags you're talking about, this is white supremacy. No, it's incompetence on her part. And just like Joe Biden is purely incompetent, and that also gets me into something like, be careful who you vote for, because like this past election, people knew who they were voting against, but they did not know who they were voting for. Like fucking pure scumbags, pure idiotic, moronic pieces of fucking garbage, pieces of fucking shit. Anybody who voted for this administration under the guise that I'm just voting against the past administration is a piece of fucking pure shit. And I'll never ever get over that. They don't know anything about their what their platform was for their term, for their times in office, to redo what was going on during the past administration, which wasn't as bad as it's going on now. And you can see the media, oh, inflation is good actually. It's good that you got to pay more for the same shit that you was paying less for a year ago. Like, what the fuck is going on? I swear to Christ, like, I'm not talking about that type of leadership, man. I'm typically talking about leadership in the black community, and who they want to be our leaders. And what made me think about this actually was the Aaron Rodgers COVID revelation, I guess. Even though the NFL doesn't have a strict vaccination policy like the stupid ass NBA, that's why I can't even watch the NBA no more, because these motherfuckers they're a joke. Like, all these NBA athletes are a fucking joke for not standing up against this. And the NBA union is a fucking joke. Fuck them. At least the NFL, like, I always said this too, like, hey, if you gotta test me every day, test me every fucking day. I ain't getting this shit. Like, why should I get it? This is the most pointless vaccine of all time. It's so fucking pointless, it's ridiculous, but people have been scared by the media, controlled by Big Pharma, to actually want to get this bullshit. But what made me think about this is because you see all these fucking black pundits on all these networks saying, Aaron Rodgers not getting the vaccine is white supremacy. What's Kyrie Irving not getting the vaccine? Is him being blackballed from the NBA white supremacy? I bet you can make a greater argument for that than you saying that Aaron Rodgers making a choice for himself and his own body. You fucking scumbags. I think we should replace vaccine with dick. Like put dick or cock or penis in place of vaccine and put it in front of women or dudes, because a lot of these gay dudes out here be raping dudes. Put it in front of that. Replace the words and see what happens. See how everybody thinks about it. Oh, but it's not public health. Oh, it's public health, right? Oh, public health is somebody who's being raped might go out and shoot a whole goddamn mall up. That's public health. Shut the fuck up, man, with this public health shit. Especially if the fucking vaccine works for you. And there's actually so much science. You notice how follow the science is out of the media now? They never say follow the science. They never, follow the science. They never ever say that anymore. They never ever say that. Why? Because if you follow the science, you'll be like, God damn, this is some pure 100% bullshit. But I just want to get back to these scumbags who keep saying, especially in the sports media, and even the mainstream media like Don Lemon and Don Homo and all these fucking weirdos like Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert and what's that dude's name? The fucking British dude, Oliver something. Is that his first name or his last name? I don't give a fuck. I don't watch none of that stupid shit. But I just seen clips of these guys talking about, oh, this is terrible that this guy's made a decision that's best for him. Oh my God, I got the vaccine and it's supposed to protect me, but it doesn't protect me unless he gets it. Oh, if Aaron Rodgers doesn't get the vaccine, I'm in danger. Shut the fuck up, man. These people are out of their goddamn minds. But these black dudes, man, on these networks talking about, man, you better get it. You should get it. I'm a big fucking oaf. I'm a moron. I'm a big fucking CTE probably having bastard. You should get it because I think you should, because my white paymasters told me to be a slave to them, and I don't care if I'm getting a big paycheck. As long as I'm getting a big paycheck, I'm not a slave. You know, these motherfuckers are goofy than a bitch, man. I can't stand it, man. And they always, the only reason I can't stand it is because then it gives cover to these suspected white supremacist liberals who always use these fucking big clowns as cover for their fucking racism. Like, if a black dude's calling out white supremacy for some reason, it must be white supremacy, even though Aaron Rodgers deciding what he wants to do with his body has absolutely nothing to do with white supremacy. These people are out of their goddamn minds. That's why I stopped watching ESPN 2. Or ESPN, not ESPN 2, but ESPN and any ESPN networks, because they are filled with, like, they got bitches talking about shit they don't know about. They got fucking corny ass niggas on there that don't know shit, who obviously got CTE or some motherfucking disease that rot in their brain, because they are not saying anything that betters or enlightens anybody to the sport that they're supposedly played, that they're supposedly commenting on, that they're the commentator for. Like, I just don't understand, like, what's going on with the leadership. Like, and this is the white societies, specifically the white liberals, using, like, LeBron James. Like, has LeBron James said anything enlightening? Ever? Ever? Has he ever stood up for anything? Ever? All he has done is lend his voice, supposedly, to white media narratives. That's it. And he's only been used to enforce white media narratives. The same with even Colin Kaepernick, man. God damn. Like, even when he first started doing that stupid shit, I was like, man, our people are so easily to herd. We're so easily to get to focus in one direction and not think about what's going on, and think about, like, oh, the NFL and these people are promoting this not for any reason, especially coming from that it's not us who are starting this, not the grassroots, not the people from the soil doing this, not promoting anything, but like starting these movements, because we're the ones on the ground actually experiencing the white supremacy that these athletes have no idea what exists. Most of these motherfuckers have been treated like gods since they were in high school. We don't know this, like, we don't have any leadership. None. Even on YouTube, like, we have people who claim that they're leaders, but what are they leading to? They're just leading with rhetoric, and they expect us to, do everything that they're proposing that they're doing, which is actually kind of disconcerting. It's like, damn, I see all these people who you guys hate building empires for themselves, building alternative medias, having big ass buildings where they can host like a lot of artists and a lot of writers and filmers and everything. Like, how are you gonna blame the fact that you can't use your income or whatever's happening to build a media empire? If YouTube went away, what the fuck would you do? What would you do? You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have any leadership. And I'm not proposing that I'm a leader, because I don't want to be. I just want to be a man who alerts people to that there's a great absence of leadership in our community. And not just because the prevalence and the proliferation, you can say, of fatherless homes, but just leadership period in our community, where people aren't building anything but pages to collect donations and shit. But that's another issue for another day. But it's also just based upon these athletes and these celebrities and all these motherfuckers who aren't leaders. They aren't leaders at all. I want them to even just lead an acting class and teach people to act like them. LeBron James, can you teach your sons to get into the league like you? And maybe your sons may get into the NBA. Are they going to be as good as you, or good as anybody else in the league? Are they even going to make it? Just like Michael Jordan's sons. He didn't make it. Can he teach? Should he teach? And that was the wisdom of Michael Jordan. As the brother Chronicles of Judah laid out, that the wisdom of Michael Jordan is understanding that he should shut the fuck up and not get into issues that he's not involved in. And that's the dumb, that is the actually idiocy and the downfall of a lot of these black athletes today, who only spent all their time growing up playing their sport and not actually probably, even though I can't say that, a lot of them came from communities that were that were obviously under the throat of white supremacy, and the resource deprivation in those communities was obviously caused by white supremacy. But them making it out, and them being able to focus on their craft and become to the elite level, and almost hit the elite level of society, even though like nowadays their salaries are kind of bullshit compared to like what a lot of these fucking suspected white supremacist stockbrokers and businessmen are making. And especially if you take in taxes, god damn, the government just taxing the shit out of these motherfuckers. But these people aren't leaders. We need leaders. Actually, no, we don't need leaders. We need to lead ourselves. We need to educate ourselves. We need to be the heads of our family, and understand that we take everything that we see on the TV as a grain of salt. That Aaron Rodgers, what he's doing is not he's not employing some or imploring some sort of white supremacy. All he's doing is imploring his own bodily sovereignty, which most black people around the country are doing, because our fucking vaccination rate is low, thankfully. And I think that's the Most High putting in our spirit that we already know what this is. And this is also the white supremacists and the suspected white supremacists getting their biblical justice. This is their prison. They're imprisoned by these pharmaceutical companies, but that's another video by another day. This is them destroying themselves, as is that was a fly, as is the want of the scriptures. But I just want to end this by reading the scripture about leadership, which I think is about leadership, and how the Most High wants us to lead our community and our people. And it doesn't matter the amount of people that you're leading. This is Deuteronomy chapter 1, verses 12 to 16. How can I myself alone bear your cumbrance, and your burden, and your strife? Take you wise men and understanding, and known among your tribes, and I will make them rulers over you. And ye answered me, and said, The thing which thou hast spoken is good for us to do. So I took the chief of your tribes, wise men and known, and made them heads over you, captains over thousands, and captains over hundreds, and captains over 50s, and captains over 10s, and officers among your tribes. And I charged your judges at that time, saying, Hear the causes between your brethren, and judge righteously between every man and his brother, and the stranger that is with him. That doesn't mean you're a leader over thousands, millions, or even just over your family. That's how I interpret that verse. That's also in reference to what? Exodus chapter 18, verse 21, where, who is it? Moses' stepfather directs Moses in the way that he should, and directs, not directs Moses, but gives him advice about how rulership should be, or how leadership should be. In my estimation, I don't know, like, there's hella scholarship about who Moses' stepfather was, and I'm not going to get into that because that shit is, I'm just a novice, and the Most High actually says that novices shouldn't be preaching His word, but I think that the Most High is compelling me to recite His verses to actually, elucidate some understanding to the words that I'm saying that preface the verse that I read, or precede the verse that I read, like He's blessing me in His glory to do so. But fuck these athletes as leaders. They're not leaders. They're scumbags, and who are being paid to be scumbags. And there's, it's obvious, and anybody listening to them needs to, number one, turn off their TV, and number two, number one, get kicked in the fucking head, and number two, turn off their damn TV. Kick them in the head before you turn off the TV. Actually, kick them in the fucking head, and then turn the TV off, and then pick them up and sit them on front of the couch, on their couch, and be like, why did I kick you in the head? Because I forced you to turn off your damn TV. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyway, that's my thought of the day. Chief again, and I would like to thank you for listening to my inane pontificating. Please like and subscribe to Bad Thoughts Publishing Company on YouTube. Thank you so much.